Welcome to the final module. We have made it. Today, we are conquering the IELTS speaking test. If the thought of a face-to-face conversation with an examiner makes you nervous, you're not alone. I felt it too. My secret to a band 8 wasn't having perfect English. It was a simple mindset shift. I stopped seeing it as a test and started seeing it as a conversation. Let's break down how you can do the same. The IELTS speaking test consists of three distinct parts, each designed to evaluate your speaking abilities. Part 1 is a warm-up. The questions are simple, but your answers should not be. The examiner wants to see if you can elaborate. My golden rule is always to give a full detailed response. You're not there to give one-word answers. For example, examiner might ask, "Do you like to read?" The wrong answer would be yes. So this shows nothing about your language ability. The right answer could be, "Yes, I really enjoy reading, especially in the evenings before bed." It's a great way to unwind after a busy day. My favorite genre is science fiction. This is a complete natural sounding response that gives the examiner more to work with. Part 2 is the most intimidating for most people because you have to speak for a full 2 minutes. But you are given 1 minute to prepare, and that 1 minute is your secret weapon. You won't write full sentences. Instead, you will quickly jot down keywords and ideas. I use the who, what, where, why, when, and how framework to create a simple story outline. For example, in the cue card, you'll be given describe a place you would like to visit in the future. In my 1 minute, I would quickly write down where, Tokyo, Japan, why, culture, history, food, who, with my best friend, when, next spring. So when the time is up, I just follow my notes and fill in the gaps with sentences. This structure keeps you from freezing up and ensures you have enough to say for the full 2 minutes. For example, my notes would become, the place I would like to visit is Tokyo, Japan. I want to go there to experience the culture and history. I would go with my best friend. The best time to visit would be in the spring to see the cherry blossoms, and so on. Part 3 is where the real conversation begins. The questions become more abstract and relate to the topic from part 2. The examiner wants to see if you can discuss broader social issues. It's like a debate or a serious discussion with a friend. You need to show your range by using phrases like, "In my opinion," "on the other hand," "that's an interesting question." For example, the examiner might ask, "Do you think it's important for the government to preserve historical buildings?" You could start by saying, "That's an interesting question. In my opinion, it is extremely important for government to preserve historical buildings." You can then elaborate on your opinion. This shows the examiner you have the language to discuss complex topics and not just personal experience. Every word you say is being evaluated based on 4 criteria. Understanding them helps you practice smarter. First, fluency and coherence. This is how smoothly you speak. Don't pause to find a perfect word. Just keep going. A mistake is always better than a long silence. Second, lexical resource. Your range of vocabulary. So use a mix of common and less common words. For example, instead of just saying a lot of people, you could say a large number of individuals. Third, grammatical range and accuracy, your use of different grammar structures. Try to use complex sentences such as, although it was difficult, I learned a lot. And finally, pronunciation. How clearly you speak. Record yourself and listen back. You will hear mispronunciations you didn't know you had. The great news is you can practice all of this with just your laptop or mobile. Record yourself answering a question, then listen back. Ask yourself, did I use any filler words like Did I get stuck trying to find a word? Could I have used a more interesting vocabulary? This self-feedback is the fastest way to improve. You can also find lists of common questions online and practice answering them out loud. Practice builds confidence, and confidence is your best tool on the test day. Congratulations! You now have a complete step-by-step guide to conquer all 4 sections. If you have any questions or if you would like me to go over a specific topic, just leave a comment below. Good luck on your test day. Bye-bye.